Yeah. So, okay. It's like a 3 or 4 second delay. I'm going to go to the editor. What does redemptions mean? Oh, cool. Accept. Weird. Oh yeah, the Streamlabs stuff. I set that up, but like, I think I use it. Roll credits. Spin the wheel. Huh. I probably should close this stuff. I just want to stream. Just want to stream, you know? Planescape is a game I'm playing. What are we? Let's see. Dustmen. Dustmen is a faction. 5 factions? Let's see. Let's just do this faction shit. Let's just go join the Dustmen right now. You know, I've been all across the plains. Not all of them, but most of them. And I thought about it. I think I just want to be a Dustman, you know? I think I've come to that decision. No. Oh yeah, remember this place?
I'm gone.
Yeah, let's not do this. Yet. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Let's use this. Where would we go? Near the mortuary. There we are.
Done.
Done. I don't know. Let's go in here. Old Copper Eyes.
All right.
I think we got a guy like here, Emmerich. Wonder if I could kill everyone in this bar right now. Like, it's pretty early in the game, right? When you run into this place, maybe? Let's try. Well, okay, quick save. Let's try it. Oh, no, wait. Shut up, Emmerich. Good. Good. Okay. Uh-oh. Nope. Let's all go here. Good. That'll get us away. I love how everyone's walking. It's like very lazily ready to kill everything. Come on, Copper Eyes. Oh, shit. Copper Eyes is invincible. Good. Come on, Mordai. Old Copper Eyes has like an insane magic resist. Look at this XP too. It's just like the shittiest amount of XP. Ostensibly, you're not supposed to be doing this. Oh wait, let's go. Let's go kill the zombie worker. Okay. And everybody stand there. Huh. Oh no, not just me. Everyone. Get him.
Die. The Karak sings true.
Yeah, even with crits, like, nobody can hit him.
Dead.
With a lot of practice, it seems.
The Karak. The Karak sings true.
Playtime is over. Playtime is Damn it.
Did you see that?
I don't feel like he's even attacking.
All right.
Weird. Maybe he gave up? Here, let's just talk to him. Hey, dude. Come on. Oh, yeah? He'll kill you eventually.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, he's trying. I think I used friends the wrong way. Let's see. I'm gonna use Caster Templar the gains. Oh, okay. That's not what I want. I want 6 HD or less. Pacify this guy. Does it work? Well, he's asleep. Can we hit him now? Still can't fucking hit him.
Playtime is over.
Oh well. He's asleep though?
With a lot of practice, it seems.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Oh well.
Did you see that?
Cool. Good to know. Alright. Let's join the Dustmen. He's regarding you with his stony gaze. I had some questions for you. Emmerich waits. I would like to join the Dustmen faction. If you desire to join the Dustmen faction, I will hear your request. You have misjudged me. I have no desire. Just say I want to join and then I don't. Yes, I desire to join the Dustmen faction. Then passion rules your mind. Passion's path is not a Dustman's path. I misspoke. I have no desire to join. I merely believe what the Dustmen believe. Yes. The goal of all Dustmen is to reach the true death, oblivion. This life that many cling to with their emotions and passion is a false one. As long as one clings to it, one will continually be reborn into it. One must divest themselves of emotion to escape this cycle. Is it okay to lie? I mean, it's probably not okay to lie. This is weird. Alright. That it shall be tested. Speak with Initiate Narok. He is here in the bar. Return when you have done what he has asked of you. I will speak with him. Where's Narok J? There he is. Bar, 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 bar. You see Narok. He's pulling at one of the spikes of his hair and using it to scratch a spot on his face. You can't help but think he'd look a lot better with dreadlocks. Emmerich told me to speak to you, Narok. Emmerich sent you to me. He studies you for a moment, then sighs and points at himself. Narok is Dustman. Guard, serve, Dustman interest. Protect Dustman interest. Protect Dustman reputation. In the hive, many thieves. One thief wears robes of dustman, but a dustman not. There's a thief disguised as a dustman?
Updated my journal.
Find him I cannot. Important to the dustman it is. Don't worry, I already found him. He won't be pulling that trick again.
Updated my journal.
Narok's lines of worry smooth out as you speak. Thanks, give I. He reaches into his robes and draws forth a large bag, which he hands to you. Copper coin, thrice 100. And he reaches into his robe again and throws a roll of bandages to you. Need these bandages more than I, you seem. Thanks, glad I could help. Farewell.
I'm gone.
He's regarding you with a stony gaze. I had some questions for you. I spoke with Narok and did as he asked. You have done as I asked. Do you wish to continue with your initiation? Yes, I would like to see more of the Dustmen faction. I have another test. Seek one of our initiates, awaiting death. He is here in the bar. He reaches for the true death out of passion. If he persists, it shall remain forever out of reach. Speak with him and see if he can be helped. I already spoke to him about it. He has chosen life over death, for now. He is not a dustman, perhaps in time. Your thoughts on initiate awaiting death are known to me. You have done as I asked. I have another test. There is another I wish you to speak to here at the bar. Her name is Saray. Saray is an initiate of the Fifth Circle. She no longer holds Dustman teachings as she once did. Her heart is bitter. One would know why. I already spoke to her. The fever she was stricken with a half-month ago has made her afraid of death. She blames the Dustmen. I told her that her fear and doubt has defined her. She is not a Dustman. You have done as I asked. Do you wish to continue with your... This is amazing, because I've done all this stuff, but, like, I didn't get this XP for it. Not that this is any XP at all to me now. Yes, there is more I would learn about the Dustmen faction. I wish to continue with the tests. An initiate of the Fifth Circle, Soego, has undertaken missionary service for the Dustmen. You don't know whether he's trying to make a point or whether he's confused. His path is not one known to me nor to the faction. I would know his whereabouts. I already found him. I would know his whereabouts. I found him in the catacombs beneath Sigil. He died there. Why was he there? He discovered a group of undead guardians who were protecting the catacombs. He was trying to convince them to join the true death. He was infected. Was he infected with lycanthropy? Let's see. I gotta look this shit up. Soego. He works there as a guide. Later. Hey, Ralph. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Metal slab. The journal reveres... Oh, a were-rat. Okay. D&D was cool. Like, I don't know if I made the best choices. Like, am unfamiliar with how to play a barbarian and a half-orc at that. But it was still cool. Like, did some fighting that I was completely unsuccessful at. Like, there were at least 3 turns where I couldn't kill a guy that was on the edge of a cliff and was held by a warlock, and I couldn't hit him. I just kept failing. Like, it made no sense. But that's D&D, right? Like, in Planescape, you just keep trying. But D&D, you gotta wait your turn, and, like, you gotta go around in cycles. It takes a lot longer. Still fun, though. Still really fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be doing it again in a couple weeks. So, I'll let you know. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to wrap up the game. I'm kind of doing some of the faction quests now. Hopefully that's okay with you, Ralph. He was infected with lycanthropy. Like, so far, I've done 3 of the things Emmerich has asked me to, like, join the Dustmen faction. And I'd done all of them already. Which largely they were just, like, talking to people in the bar. This one is about Soego, who he's the head I eventually cut off and gave to, what's his name? The super powerful wizard guy that's collecting skulls. He was infected with lycanthropy. Very well, you found him. Emmerich doesn't react to your answer other than give a slight nod. You've done all the tasks that I have asked of you. I will make you a Dustman and initiate of the 5th Circle. Do you still wish to be a member of the faction? Yes. Your initiation requires a promise. A promise? Yep. Yep. Well, everyone else was trying to kill him too, and most of us were failing. The guy's AC was 15 or so we just couldn't get rolls that were that high. We started as characters that were level 3, and even then, like, we just wasn't good enough sometimes, so. Drow had caught us. Good, good. Yeah, I like Planescape too, and I need to be higher level to beat that evil wizard. You must promise to serve the Dustmen. You must promise that you have left life behind. You must promise that your goal is to reach the true death. Very well. Again, do you believe the tenets of the Dustmen? Yes. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't say truth. I shall act as your witness. I thought it said waitress at first. Make the promise. I promise to serve the Dustmen. I have left life behind. I seek only the true death. You are now numbered among the dead. There are things I must tell you. The walking dead dwell among the Dustmen, work with the Dustmen, yet at other times they have been enemies of the living. That has not escaped my notice. The Dustmen have a truce with all the dead. This truce is known as the Dead Truce. The dead shall never harm a Dustman as long as we uphold it. Excuse me. As Emmerich intones those words, you suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation in the back of your skull. It has something to do with the Dead Truce, but you can't recall what it is. I see.
Updated my journal.
Furthermore, there exists magics that prolong life or interfere with death. Such magics are an anathema to our faction. They rarely work on members of our faction. Nothing must attempt to interfere with your passage to the true death. Do you understand? What if it's difficult for the person in question to die? Should I? The nature of your question is unclear, Initiate. I'm asking for a friend. What if the Dustman in question was immortal? Then they would not be a Dustman. Their belief in immortality would trap the Initiate in this life, and they would never reach the true death. What prompts such a question, Initiate? I had this immortal friend, see? Their belief would trap them? How? Immortality is a choice. Belief, whether one's own or another's, affects the flesh. One is immortal when one does not want to give up life. But then, by your argument, death is also a choice. Why do people die in the first place? Death is also a choice, but unlike immortality, there are many that believe in death. Their belief permits us to die. We are not meant to live forever, Initiate. In our minds, we know this to be true. So, why would someone remain trapped in this false existence? To reach the true death, one must divest themselves of all passions and any ties to this false existence. These things act as an anchor on the spirit. Many creatures, such as ghosts or other restless spirits, are confined to this false existence because of unfulfilled passions. When you said before that this immortal person has trapped themselves in this life, what did you mean? Okay. Huh. Does that non-resurrection policy include healing spells? Curative magics will work normally. Reincarnations and resurrection magics, however, should not be used on members of our orders. Such magics go against a believer's passage to true death. Alright. I'm gonna quick save, talk to him again, and oh, wait. As a dustman, I request your help? Wait, can he join the party? I think I'm immortal. As you are about to speak, you feel a prickling sensation along the back of your skull. You have a feeling that mentioning your condition to Emmerich might be a bad thing to do. He is still staring at you, waiting for you to speak. I think I'm immortal. What prompts you to say such a thing, Initiate? I cannot seem to die. I can be wounded and recover quickly. Show me, Initiate. You make a small cut, and the wound heals almost immediately. Emmerich stares at the wound as it heals, is silent for a moment, and then turns his gaze back to you. Something about your nature resists the true death. You are no longer a dustman. You must leave. If I must, I renounce the dustman. Farewell. Well, that's stupid. There, I'm still in. Never tell him the truth. Alright, I'm gonna look up what the Dustman faction quests are. Philosophy, duties, joining, The Hive, yeah, this is just like location based. Huh.
Done.
Okay, so I think once you're a Dustman, an initiate of the Fifth Circle, you... like... I think that's it. I think, like... that's all the Dustman action I can get. You again. Have you come to make me surrender more contracts in the name of the Dustman faction? Well, no matter. The past is past. What is it I may do for you? Yeah, not that I can tell. I mean, there might have been if I joined the Dustman at the beginning of the game, but I guess not now? I think all told, doing, like, these 5 quests he gave me, I got, like, I don't know, like, maybe max, like, 5,000 XP. Is there something wrong? Possibly. I do not recall you. I wonder who I'd talk to about getting in the vault. Let's go talk to this guy. Let's talk to Narakujish. That's so weird about the dreadlocks. Hey, Agnes. Doing well. How are you?
Please say we get rid of Ignis, all right? When he's burning his candle at both ends, if you know what I mean.
I have some questions. Never mind. What is... Maybe there are more faction questions. Really tired? Okay. That's okay if you need to sleep. Like, I appreciate you hanging out, though. I'm just doing some faction stuff now. I'm officially a Dustman of the 5th... What is it, the 5th, circle? Yeah, 5th circle. I quick saved and then told Emmerich that I'm immortal, and he was like, "You're not a Dustman, dick." Yeah, see right here. Like, you ask him and he's like, "Why are you asking?" I had a question about the dead truce. What happens if I attack one of the walking dead? Then you will have broken the dead truce. What about self-defense? There will never be a situation where the dead will attack you as long as the truce is maintained. It's Sunday, perps! I played D&D yesterday, so I couldn't stream. I see. As a Dustman, what sort of assistance is available to me? As a Dustman Initiate, you will have access to our storehouse of knowledge and our storehouse of magic and items. Yeah, the real-ass 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons. What do you have in your storehouse? Hell yeah. Look at all this dumb shit. Death of Desire? Look at this thing. This mace is used by the Dustman to remove all desires from the living. Ooh, the Tome of Bone and Ash. I remember that guy. Nope. I dressed up kind of like I am now. I had a different shirt on because, you know, I'll wear a shirt once a day and then shower and then change to another shirt. If I go to the gym, I'll change into another shirt after the gym even. Anyway, yeah, about how I'm dressed now. I don't know. I guess a night elf could wear a hoodie. Actually, the character I played in real-ass D&D was captured by drow. I think they're like perverted night elves or something. Like really sexy night elves. What are these? Oh, these are priest spells. Drow are like... I think they're like... elves with blue skin that live in like caves and stuff. The most famous is Drizzt Do'Urden. He was in like 30 or more books. D&D like books. Yeah. It's a race. Well, it's a... What is it called? Yeah, race. Yeah, we call it race. Technically, it'd be a species, right? Because, like... Anyway, that always confuses me. Race and class, right? Remove curse. I don't have this one. Aid. You can buy a heal? Well... Anything else? As a dustman, I request your help. I guess. Okay. That makes sense. Elf would be the species. Yeah. Dark elf, light elf. I don't know though. Like, I almost feel like they've grown so far apart. Maybe they are different races. Because they're all elves. But, like, halflings are a different species than human, which are different than gnomes and dwarves and all that stuff, right? It's just like when you play D&D or when you play a lot of RPGs, you pick a race. You don't pick a species. Does that make sense? It's usually always called race. And I think that's D&D's fucking fault. Alright, let's check my journal. No quests. So the dead truce. Such as skeletons and zombies. These creatures... That's interesting. I wonder if I was a dustman the whole game, I wouldn't have had to fight any undead. That would have made me going into the catacombs different. Oh well. One faction down.
I'm gone.
Yes, I've always meant to watch Species. One time I turned on the TV and it was on, and it was this scene where a guy like goes into Natasha Wow, young Michelle Will is in there? Yeah, cool. That's what I thought, Agnes. Natasha Henstridge is like trying to flirt with a guy because like in Species she's this alien that like has to lay her eggs inside people she kills or something, and so she like mates with them. The horror of it is, wouldn't you have sex with Natasha Henstridge? Huh? Oh wow. Yeah, I've never seen the whole movie. But in this scene, she's like flirting with some guy at the bar, and some other girl like steals the guy from her. So she goes in the bathroom when the woman's peeing and rips her spine out. And that was extremely brutal for me to see when I was young. I think there are like 3 or more Species movies. Like they made a couple sequels with different actresses, I think. Actors. So am I in the Dead Book yet? Let's see if I'm in the Dead Book. Greetings. Name. That's good. Michelle Williams is usually a great actress. Actor. Yeah, she does make you feel. Doll. Not dead yet. Not buried here. Let me try another name. Adan. Not dead yet. Can you bury a name for me? Quentin. This is so weird. Sorry to disturb you. Yeah, just give her an Oscar every year. Like, well, Michelle, it's time again. Why is this thug here? It's been sealed. I had some questions. I am a dustman. I'd like to enter the mortuary. Thank you. I wonder if those big old skeletons are back. I don't see one there. Huh. Nope. You like Vico? Let's see what's up with Dianara while we're here. think I checked up on her before I went across the plains. Hey, Dianara.
I'm gone.
Oh, hey, girl.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
I had some questions for you. Though I shall return.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Okay, nothing new, I guess. Well... What, Species? You gonna watch Species? Yeah, but like... Isn't it kind of like like a wrestling title where you don't want just one, you want to like keep being the best actor? Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's today, right? You don't want to be the best actor once and then that's it. You want to like keep being the best. Like, what if you just like acting and you're good at it, so you just keep winning Oscars? Like, it's not like everybody gets their one chance, right? I don't know, I guess you could like not go. Like, no, I already won, I'm fine. Okay, I don't know what else to do as a Dustman, so let's see if I can find another faction to join. There, that's better to look at. Planescape factions. Factions. Oh, Wikipedia. Oh, wow, this is straight up the RPG. Or the setting. Planescape Torment factions. There we go. The Believers of the Source. Oh, wow, there's a lot. But there's only 5 joinable ones. Oh, the Godsmen. Okay, let's go join them. You know me, I like to teleport. What? They're in the lower ward.
All right.
All right. Go over here. Why are these guys still here? Uh-oh, Abishai. 1.5 hours? Okay. I should be done streaming, and then you can stay up until the sun comes out watching the Oscars. Are you watching the red carpet right now, Perps? Yeah, I haven't cared enough in a long time. But that's cool. Some people get stoked on it. There we go. Oh, my nose keeps running. Sorry, crew. Sorry, I'm human, I guess. No, but really, I'm sorry about that. Godsman Guard. What is he doing? You can't mine right there. Are they just practicing their hits? Oh. Sorry, Ralph. I didn't even notice. Normally this says... Yeah, I didn't get any notifications. No, I just went back in the mortuary and, like, Perps is talking to me about the Oscars. Who are you? Oh, I see. What are you doing? Well, I guess I can't ask that guy how to join. Perps talking is good. Hell yeah, the Oscars are tonight. Perps is hoping Vigo wins. Do you remember where? Yeah, that's early. Can you tell me who you are? I'm Nadalin, Godsman Fighter Extraordinaire. At least I used to be. That's a pity. Apron, 10 copper, some tongs, another 10. Okay. Memory's an insidious thing. Keldor, okay. Pick up some ore from Thilden if you're wanting to work the forge. Thilden? Okay. So I have tongs, a forge hammer, and an apron. What a cool guy. There's Anna. She doesn't want to go in this room. I understand. Oh, wait. That's a god's man. Let's see. Yeah, Keldor must be in the other room. Oh, there's Thilden. What's up, Thilden? You see a slab-stomached man with thick arms and a scraggly beard. First man. What is that about? That sounds familiar. I don't know why. He smells as if he hasn't washed in ages, and his breath doesn't do much for your breakfast. He's in the process of ordering around subordinates as you approach him, and he deals a quick cuff to the ear of one of them. He turns to face you, hitching up his belt. What do you want? Oh yeah, that's right. How was it? How's old Neely Armstrong doing? I had some questions. You want answers? Like what? I was wondering if you guys, like, I just got a pop-up that said, like, a friend of mine is playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and I was wondering if you could see that on stream. Was it really? Yeah, I imagine being an astronaut isn't, especially in, like, the 60s, isn't the most exciting thing. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some ore? You want to be a smith, eh? Can't say the fire'd do much to skin like that. Take it then, and don't get in the way of any of my workers. Good day, sir. Farewell, then. Okay. You step up to the forge. The heat is incredible. What do you want to do? What do you do? Use the forge. The fire is throwing off an incredible amount of heat, but thanks to your protection, you're able to withstand it without any damage. Would you like to work the forge? Yes. What would you like to do first? Okay, I don't know what the fuck to do in what order, so I'm gonna step off. Okay, let's go find Keldor. Oh, Keldor! There's Alyssa. Can I talk to her? Yeah, that's fair, Perps. I imagine it's a super American movie. I wonder if there's a movie about, like, Russian astronauts, or, like, you know, it's pretty recent, but isn't China, like, doing some shit on the dark side of the moon or something? That's so stupid. Like, everybody knows he puts a flag on the moon. He probably wasn't... Well, maybe he was excited to do it. But it's not, like, anti-patriotic. Like, there's much other cool shit to focus on. I know. I need to get... Let's see. I'd like a tour. I need to use the forge. I need to get in that guarded room. Don't say thanks for nothing. Good. Glad I dodged saying thanks for nothing. That's just mean. Well, rude. There's Sarosa.
I'm gone.
Is that Keldor? Yeah, it is. Alright, Keldor. Well met, friend. What can I do for you today? You can answer some questions. I would like to join the Godsmen. Well, first you'll have to renounce your Dustmen membership. Very well, I renounce them. If you wish to join the Believers of the Source, you must complete 3 quests. Your first quest is this. You must go to the forge and create an item. This will show that you are capable of seeing the possibilities inherent in even a base lump of iron. That you are capable of bringing forth something that will stand the test of time. It measures your vision and your ability to make the potential actual. Talk to Alyssa in the main foundry to see how it all works. I'll get on it. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Hell yeah, we're joining the Dustmen. I mean, the Godsmen. I think the Godsmen belief is cooler than the Dustmen one. That's just me, maybe. Alright, where's Alyssa again? I know. It was all over so fast. Very well, I renounced them. That's how easy it was. Okay. What do the Godsmen stand for? This is both a communal and individual faction, and there are variations on the theme depending on whom one speaks with. But the basic gist of it is that life, nay, all existence itself, is a test of sorts. All things that arise test us, and how we react determines how we move closer to the true understanding of everything. Yeah, I thought someone had said you can join 2 at a time, and if you wanted to join a third, you would have to renounce one. Maybe some aren't compatible, maybe some are. I guess you can. Okay, let's see. True understanding of everything. We seek the truth behind the multiverse, and it's apparent to us that ours is the right way. How do I join? Thanks. Alright, I don't know what the fuck to do on this forge thing, but I'm just gonna wing it. Alright. Ready the tongs. Pick up the tongs and hold it in the flames. But the Godsmen and Sensates should be fine. Interesting. Oh, that's a good one. Maybe I'll join the Sensates next. Yeah. Sensates are close by as well, so that's a good idea. Pick up the ore with the tongs and hold it in the flames. I'm just going by how I think this might work. Place the softened ore on the forge and work it into shape. What would you like to forge? A 2-handed hammer. No. Oh, shit. Well, that's fine. The Godsmen were... I don't like the Godsmen anyway. A battle axe. An axe will take some time. You're going to be damn uncomfortable for a while. But at least you're not burning to death. Are you sure you want an axe? Yes. With a little decoration, this axe could fit the hands of the finest warriors. It's that good. I always knew I had it in me. Now to show Keldor, and maybe try this weapon out. Well, that was easy. Battle axe of quality, even. Intricate runes are etched on the shaft and the blades. The edges of this axe are razor sharp. It looks like it would be possible to shave with it, though that's not something that you would try until you had consumed several tankards of ale. Okay? The handle itself is made of ironwood, and the leather is wrapped tightly around the handle to help secure the user's grip.
I'm gone.
Hey, Keldor. Look what I did. I have finished forging my creation. That is, without a doubt, one of the better pieces I have seen a recruit forge. You'll go far, my friend. Are you ready for the next test? I certainly hope so. I suppose I am. Now that's an XP amount. He continues grimly. A murderer has struck in the foundry, and I am forsaking the usual test in order for you to track this killer down. Go speak to the supervisor, Alyssa Teald, in the main foundry and proceed from there. When you have completed your investigation and are ready to name a culprit, come back to me. I'll be back. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
By the way, I've updated my journal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, shit. Dude, bodies in the gears? Alright, everyone, you've seen enough. Get back to work.
Done.
Where's Alyssa? Where'd she go? Theldon? Oh, Alyssa's not even there. And there she is. Hey, Alyssa. You again. What do you want now? Under Keldor's authority, I'm investigating the murder that occurred here. What can you tell me about it? You want to know what I saw the night of the murder? Well, I was working late when I heard the sound of a scuffle. When I came out, I saw a shadowy figure slip out the door into the meeting hall, and I raised the alarm. Do you have any other details? I only know 3 people who had access to the building that night. They were Theldon, Saros, and Bed-Eye Lin. The 3 of them have dramatically different builds, but in the haze of the foundry, I couldn't see clearly. How convenient. How do I know you didn't do it? I have an alibi, not to mention that Keldor already ascertained the truth from me. I have nothing to hide. Apparently Theldon, Saros, and Bed-Eye Lin do, though, because they wouldn't go under Keldor's spell. Thanks, that should help. Farewell. Okay. I think Theldon was over here. There's Theldon. Let's talk to Theldon. Shame about that poor smith Avelden, really it were. Still, he weren't one to keep himself to the grindstone. He weren't dedicated. 'Tis the way the plains turn, mark my words. Every basher gets his due. Ah well, what can old Theldon do for you? I'd like to ask some questions. You want answers like what? What were you doing the night of the murder? What was I doing? Why, I was sitting in my room with a nice loaf of bread and a jug of wine, staying in. Didn't go out that night, didn't see no need. Do you know anyone who can swear otherwise? No, never saw the need to make sure of it. One place you might ask if you're really looking for leads is Saros. That little thieving knight goes everywhere, what with his father being such a high up here. He always was into new experiences. Boy's practically a sensate if you ask me. Probably wanted to kill someone and see if he could get away with it. Saros, eh? I'll remember that. In the meantime, I had some more questions. Okay, I guess that's it. Pretty dry. Go back in the side room. Not Sarosa. Wait, Kasai Saris?
All right.
Okay. Well, it's nice to have quests. I think there was a guy in here. Was he like over here? Saros was one of them. That poor Smith. I can't believe what happened to him. It's pretty awful to be wedged into the gears like that. I had some questions. Do you have any idea what might have happened, or have some leads? Who told you? The supervisor? She's right. I come in here at night sometimes when there's no one around. He looks around conspiratorially for a moment and lowers his head toward you. I saw Theldon creeping out of here. The main reason I know it was him is because he dropped something. He hands you an awl with the name Theldon etched into the wood handle. Thanks. I'll be back to talk to you again, I'm sure.
Updated my journal.
Badai Lin, right? Not Kasai Saris. Okay, cool. Let's go talk to her. Teleport. Tell me what you know about the murder. Let's see. I asked the guards to head out for the night because I was working on some delicate engineering on the project in the next room, and I didn't need their psychic emanations fouling up some very crucial work. I was working on some delicate... Okay. It was with some dismay that I found the body when I emerged from the room. Being as I have no other alibi, I realize I'm a suspect, and I suspect you've already found that I wouldn't consent to going under the spell to answer. The reason for that is that it would be violating the oath of secrecy I swore to protect the project. I think I'll check on that with Keldor. You do that. He'll verify what I've told you. He administered the oath to me, so he knows its power. Very well. Okay, let's go down. Let's see, what do I have? Theldon's Awl. Let's go talk to Theldon, show him the Awl, and he'll be like, "Where? That's not mine."
I'm gone.
Unless, there's something. Shame about that poor Smith Evelyn. Really it were. Saros. You remember Saros, don't you? Gave me an awl found near the body. Oddly, this awl has your name etched into the handle. How do you explain that?
Updated my journal.
Saros is a thief. Odds are he stole it from me. Fact, I've been missing my awl for some time now. Never mentioned it to anyone because I figured I'd just lost it. Now I know that Saros stole it to frame me. Better go get him before he gives you the laugh. Before he escapes. That sounds a little too pat. Let's go talk to Saros again.
All right.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. Theldon says that you planted the awl at the murder scene and that you're trying to frame him for the murder because you two disagreed. Of course he'd say that, just because he's guilty and he wants to make you look someplace else. I saw him kill that man. Sure, we disagreed, but that doesn't mean I want him dead. Just because he's a total Burke doesn't mean he should be arrested. He should be arrested for killing Avelden. Tell him he needs proof. I'll do that. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Saros gave me an awl with Theldon's name. I confronted Theldon with the awl. Theldon claimed he's being framed. Saros denies framing Theldon. He says Theldon should be arrested for murder, as if he didn't already know someone should be. As if I didn't already know someone should be? What the fuck is that? Weird. I think not Theldon, Saros is Sarosa's son? Let's see what Sarosa says. Answers. Everyone seems to have a special talent. Tell me of yours. I know not how I came by it. It seems something that has always been a part of me. I can only surmise that my past lives and my beliefs, in this one, have given me a special insight into mortal nature. I am gifted with the ability to see a piece of the potential within every being. By reading the true name graven on that mortal's very being, and by slightly mispronouncing that word, I'm able to change the nature of that potential. The fuck? Can you teach me this skill? I can change you, but I cannot teach you. It is like teaching color to a blind man. I will change you if the price be right. What is the price? I don't know enough to tell you. Keldor, okay. Well, that's weird. Let's talk to her again. Answers. Tell me of your family. My brother, Sarah. Okay, that's her brother. He's a child of the Foundry, yet I fear he's never embraced the philosophy. My father is a factor here. Tell me more of your brother. Saros is a brash, impulsive lad, easily given over to his manhood. He is eager to prove himself equal of anything on the plains, full of the aggression of youth. I believe he feels himself more sensate than Godsman, further vindicating my belief that the sensates are the most immature of all the factions of Sigil. Why are they the most immature? Why are they the most immature? Because, like children, they do not understand that there is more beyond the world of the senses, beyond what one can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. Look around you. You're in the outer planes. This is belief made solid, but that does not mean this seemingly rough matter can be comprehended by the senses. This is belief. No mere physicality can match it. Huh. Saros could have done it. Let's see what Keldor says. Well, not enough. I'd like to ask you a few more questions first. I wanted to talk to you about the murder investigation. What? So you can't talk to him about it? I'd like to see the secret project. I can't give that to you until you prove yourself. Okay, well that's unhelpful. Huh, let's go talk to everyone again. I don't think I have enough answers to, know what happened, but maybe? I wanted you to go over your story again, slowly. I was working late when I heard the sound of a scuffle. When I came out, I saw a shadowy figure slip out the door, and I raised the alarm. Do you have any other details? I only know that there were 3 people who had access to the building that night. Thilden, Saros, and Badai Lin. Seems too pat. I have an alibi. You'll know her when you see her. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't seem possibly the one that did it. Maybe, but it sounds like whatever spell Keldor can do, he'd put on her. Okay, let's talk to Thilden again. What did little Lickspittle tell you now? I'm sure it were all lies. He tells me that it's not a frame. In fact, he says that he personally witnessed you killing the poor sod. He what? I tell you that the boy's a thief and a murderer, and you don't believe me? What if I told you the lad's an anarchist, too, a member of the Revolutionary League? Why should I believe that?
Updated my journal.
A pious look creeps onto his face. 'Cause I say it's so. 'Cause I'm about to say something that'll make a criminal of me, but I'll say it to see justice done. I know he's an anarchist because he tried to recruit me. Him and that engineer, Badai Lin. I told him I'd do it so's I could trap him, but then I realized I didn't have the stomach to harm poor Saros. I turned him down, and now they're trying to cover their tracks. That's why they want me gone. They're the killers, not me. Assuming I believe this, why shouldn't I have you imprisoned too? What? Please, I didn't do it. I'm just having a little joke with you, Thilden. Relax. Ooh, my aching back. Alright. The Revolutionary League, huh?
All right.
This is getting interesting. Thilden says you're an anarchist and that you're trying to pin the crime on him. But a look of scorn replaces it so quickly you're not even sure you read it right. An anarchist, right. Here's my other leg. Pull that one too. Did you have some real questions or can I get back to my work? What was that flash of anger? You don't miss much, do you? Allow me to put it this way. How would you feel if you were falsely accused? My anger stems from that and nothing more. She seems honest about this. I don't buy that. You'll have to, because you're getting no other answer from me. Farewell. An anarchist, huh? What have you found? Are you going to let me go free? Thilden tells me that you and Badailin are anarchists, and that you're trying to frame him because he turned down an offer to join you. She has nothing to do with this. I did it on my own. But the truth is, Thilden shoved Avelden into the gears. I put the all there to make sure everyone would know he was there, because I'm just a kid and no one would believe what I was saying, all right? I admit that I planted the all, but I only did it to make sure he got punished for his crime. Why? Why should I not think that you're doing this to get back at him for some other crime?
Updated my journal.
Because, I don't know why you'd think that, but I promise. Go talk to him and tell him what I said, and then you can decide for yourself. I'll do that. Man, this is some good shit right here. This is the type of stuff I come to BioWare games for. What's up, Thildy? He said that he planted the all on the body, but only because he wanted to make sure you'd be implicated in the death. He says you're a murderer and he wanted to make sure you got caught. What? He admitted he's an anarchist? Yes, he seems to believe you're dangerous to everyone around you, whether they be anarchist or godsmen, and that someone needs to stop you. He's willing to admit to his own crimes in order to ensure that you meet with justice. His beefy face goes red with apoplexy. You're accusing me? But I ain't the murderer. I'm just trying to expose anarchists, Burke. Damn you, you can't do this to me. You can't trust anyone who says they saw me do it, so you can't say I did it. Would you say the same thing under oath and under spell? I'm betting Saros would. In the meantime, enjoy your life, Thilden. Would you say the same thing under oath and under spell? I'm betting Saros would. Bugger. Can I at least take my stuff and give this place the laugh? Old Thilden will make sure you won't regret it. No. Remain here or suffer even worse consequences. You can rest assured that I can make certain of that. Good day, Thilden. I don't know. This is too confusing.
Done.
I'm gonna talk to Saros one more time. I don't know if anything good will come of it. I found enough to make a decision. You'll see when I've told him. Okay? Nothing else to say. Oh, shit. Alright, I don't know the answer, actually. It's like, Saros, okay. Saros gave me an all. Thilden claims that Saros is an anarchist, working in league with the engineer Badai Lin and trying to discredit him. Saros admitted that he planted the all at the scene of the murder, and he's open about it. He claims that he did it to make sure people would investigate Thilden's involvement. Alright. I bet I could get Badai Lin in trouble too if I had approached it differently. Thilden did it. He had personal problems with Avildon and he was trying to frame Saros for the crime. Execute him. Wow, execute him? What? Both of them? This is a sad day for the godsmen. A sad day indeed. Allow me a moment to summon the guards. Take your time.
Updated my journal.
He seems saddened by the ordeal. It is done. My thanks for resolving the investigation. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's not a cut and dry answer, like, where you find some clue that completely lets you know someone did it and everybody else is innocent, you know? It's like other people have some shit to hide, right? You have but one task remaining to you. Sandaz, father of Sarosa and Saros, one of our more vital members, has returned from a harrowing journey. He's locked himself in his tower room and is threatening to kill himself. Speak to him. Stop him. I'm on it. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
That's pretty good XP. Alright. I need to look up... What's his name? I'll just search this wiki. Thilden. Maybe this will just take us... One of the suspects. Godsman. Keldor. I don't know. Should I go to Keldor's page? Store. Quest. Missing info. That's great. Alright. Godsmen Faction Planescape. RPGclassics.com. Your next task will be to solve the murder of Avildon the Smith. This quest's a major pain. Basically, what you have to do is talk with Thilden and Saros several times until Saros confesses he saw Thilden kill the man and that he planted the all there just to make sure Thilden got busted. Check the details in the quest sections if you have any doubts. Wow, it pops up a window. This site is incredible. The design is straight out of, like, 2001. After getting the quest from Keldor, head to the foundry area and speak to Alyssa about the murder. Then go question Thilden. He'll mention Saros. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Talk to Saros again, and he'll say he actually saw Thilden kill the Smith. When you confront Thilden with this, he'll tell you that both Saros and Badai Lin are anarchists, because he refused to join them. Saros will then admit to being an anarchist, but will still swear Thilden killed the man, and that he only planted the all to make sure Thilden got busted. Talk to Thilden one last time to proceed to presenting your case to Keldor. Turn Thilden in. It sounds like Thilden did it, actually. Saros is a kid? Yeah, right? This site is incredible. I don't know why it's still up, but it's like unchanged. Everything's tiny. It's kind of amazing. RPG Classics, shrines.rpgclassics.com. Yeah, dude. Amazing. Fan art? There's a fan art section? Seems largely to be like a forum. Last updated the 8th of July 2014. The Knights of the Old Republic Shrine is now officially published, and so it is a pleasure to welcome Blennis to the staff. Congratulations. Incredible. Alright. His name is Sandoz, and he's the father of Saros and Sarosa. Okay. Let's talk to Sandoz. In his tower? What the fuck is Sandoz? I wanted to talk about Sandoz. I'm working on... Okay. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's back here in, like, the barracks or something? I feel kind of bad for turning Saros in, like... He's just a kid. I mean, that's a weird decision, but... Good luck. Thanks. Sandoz, we gotta talk! What do you want? Nothing.
Done.
Sandoz's voice is muffled by the thick door. What do you want? I'm here to talk to you, Sandoz. I'm here to tell you might as well end it all. They said I should come talk to you. I guess they don't want you dead? You want to talk? Is that what you want? How about you listen? The voice pauses and then gathers steam. What's the point of it? That's what I want to know. Why do we do the things we do? What's the thing that keeps us driving, Wait for him to continue. Pride. Pride and ego. We keep telling ourselves that we can be something, that we mean something, and there's a reason we're here. But in the end, it's all just blackness. I've seen that final blackness, and there's no reason to deny it. Yet we keep pushing on out of foolish pride. There's no reason to it. Now that you mention it, you're right. Did you ever consider that you became a godsman for a reason? What do you mean? You found a reason once. You believed that all we face is a test. You believe that we're here to push past that final blackness, to overcome it. Don't tell me you've gotten weak now. They taught you well, at least. Let me think about this. I hope you've got some time. All the time in the world, Sandoz. Think it over. When it speaks again, the voice sounds a little more balanced. Go down and tell Keldor you've talked some sense into me. I'll want to see him eventually. But you've done your job. Go on now. Thanks. Farewell. That was a lot easier than I expected. I guess my charisma is so high that I'm just like, fuck, my intelligence is off the charts too. Like, I can probably just convince somebody of anything, and then I could, like, logic fucking anyone into oblivion too. I owe you my life, stranger. I won't forget it. But right now I have some thinking to do. I hope you'll forgive me for not talking. Sure, farewell. No items in here? I love it. This is like my dream power fantasy character. Charismatic enough that you can convince anybody of anything.
Done.
Yet. Right? Like, I don't know if logic is everything, but like, imagine you knew every logical fallacy enough to like tell people when they're being stupid, and I don't know. You sound kind of annoying too at that point, but that sounds amazing to me. I have succeeded. He has regained his zest for life.
Updated my journal.
You've succeeded. Glorious news. Congratulations, my friend. You've proven yourself worthy of joining the Godsmen. Would you like to take the oath now, or perhaps wait until later? Now. The oath. Life's tribulations are tests. There is nothing I encounter that is not a lesson. Pain is the multiverse's way of reinforcing a lesson. What I hate most in others is a reflection of what I hate most in myself. I will act to activate my potential and to aid others in achieving their goals. I will remember that divinity's spark is present in everything. I swear fealty to the believers of the Source and their goals, never to forsake them. You swear the oath, and Keldor smiles. Welcome to the Godsman, lad. Do you need anything from me now? Oh, wow. I imagine it's hard. Like, I bet you could play a good, like, evil run. I don't know how far you'd get if you just, like, killed everybody and was just a complete dick. Like, you'd probably get mazed and then maybe just killed because, like, the lady just kills you the second time. Or so I've heard. But, yeah, I'm kind of playing, in my real D&D game that I played yesterday, I'm kind of playing an idiot. He only has 8 intelligence. So, I'll see how that goes. But it's hard for me to try and be stupid. Like, because I want to ask all these questions, and it's like, would an idiot even want to ask that? I had some questions.
Updated my journal.
I need to purchase some items. Improved strength. Ascension. Reason. Enlightenment. +1 to charisma, +1 to AC. Proficiency daggers. The second weapon of the Godsman's triad of tests. This dagger is slim, perfectly balanced, and light as a feather. The symbol of the Godsman is engraved along the blade, and the entire weapon seems to shiver as if in anticipation. You are the first to bear this weapon. Oh yeah, I'm using this that gives me extra mage spells. That's fine. Dude, Revel's fingernail is pretty good. Bone dagger. Cool. I don't need this green steel shit. I'd like to see the secret project if I could. You have proven yourself trustworthy here. Here, take this. He presses a token emblazoned with the Godsman symbol into your hands. Do not lose it. If you do, I'm afraid I cannot replace it, so be careful with it. Is there anything else I can do for you? No thanks, farewell. The bearer of this token, a brass coin embossed with the seal of the believers of the Source, has proven himself to the Godsman. It is a symbol of trust, and as such it allows its bearer into the portions of the foundry that are normally off-limits except to the high-ups of the faction. Guard it carefully. And we can have Sarosa change us. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh, actually, let's talk to Saros and see... Actually, he's probably gone, right? Yep. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's talk to Sarosa. She'll be sad about her bro. But maybe not, because they didn't want to write a bunch of extra text. Thanks to your words, my father Sandoz is alive and well. I can only hope that whatever force has scarred him this way, I cannot believe he came to this on his own, will pay for its misdeeds. What else can I do for you? You can answer me some questions. Everyone seems to have a special talent. Tell me of yours. Can you change me? I can change you, but I cannot teach you. It is like teaching color to a blind man, or sound to a deaf man. What is the price? Do you subscribe to the philosophy of the Godsmen? Yes.
Updated my journal.
Then I feel no qualms in sharing my gift with you. She speaks an arcane syllable, one that shakes you to your very foundation, and somehow your flesh feels stronger. How did you do that? Wow. Okay. Nice, I'm wiser. I'm a wise guy. Let's go see this secret project.
Done.
Wait, if Thilden's gone... I guess you don't need to talk to Thilden to do some stuff. Let's see what Alyssa says. I guess nothing. Alright. Can I go back in here? Store's locked. Yeah. Lost the key. Get one shot. Alright, good luck. I've got a token. My mistake, sir. May I help you with anything else? No, good day. Uh-oh. Calera. Everybody else is kind of generic.
All right.
Or unnamed, rather. Cool, there's like a chest. Let's see what's in the chest. Man! Oh, rags too? Cool. Alright, let's talk to Calera. You see a Githzerai woman, bald with scarred cheeks and a cat's grace in her walk. As she turns towards you, she spies a Khan. Her eyes widen. She addresses him. You bring joy to my heart. My name is Calera. May I aid you? My companion would like to speak with you concerning the workings of this device. May he speak for the two of us. She looks at you and looks back at him quizzically. Of course, esteemed one, if you speak for him, and accept responsibility for keeping what passes here secret. She turns her attention reluctantly to you. You have questions for me? Yes. She glances at Fall from Grace, and her mouth curves in a graceful... Mao? Alright, that's a word I have to look up. A pouting expression used to convey annoyance or distaste. Moo? Looks like you say it moo. Let's hear.
Moo.
Moo! That is a word I've not heard before, that I remember. In a graceful moo. I apologize, Honored One, but I cannot speak of this. I am both contractually and magically bound not to speak of this in the hearing of certain manifestations, shall we say, of belief. She turns to the succubus. My apologies, Lady Grace. I understand. Calera bows. What does that mean? She can't speak about it in the presence of fiends. I would speculate that since she's bound contractually, that means it's a project of law. And since she's been bound to it magically, it is likely Batazu in origin. That's quite a chain of speculation. Is she correct, Calera? I may not speak of it. Cool. Yeah, pout. Exactly. Pout is I'm familiar with. Like, the guy's pouting. Oh, he's all pouty. But moo. Never heard moo before. Alright. Let's leave. And, well, actually, I'll just reload. And let's talk to Grace. Oh, wait. Never mind. What do? You go to... not rest. Stats? Reform party. Are you sure you want to remove this character? Yes.
I shall remain here until you return.
Thanks, Grace. I'll be back. Really?
All right.
A moo of distaste. I've not ever heard that. I think that's how they used it in the game. But I don't recall ever hearing that, Morg. I'm glad you told me that you use it a lot. I wouldn't have expected that. Not because of you, Morg, but just because it seems a word most people don't use, because I don't ever hear it, and I think I've talked to a decent amount of people in my life. Alright, Calera, let's see what's up. May I aid you? Yeah, yes. Then ask, and I will tell you if I may. Your companion carries the burden of your secrecy in this matter, as part of his own honor. And where I know not if I can trust you, I know I trust him. Just because of his species? Like, Jesus. But I guess living in Sigil, like, you don't be a Githzerai. Like, you can't be a Githzerai. Oh, okay. You know what I notice a lot of people say is, I can't even think of the word because I try and not use it really, but it's the word that means like to live through someone else's actions. And whenever people use it, they say like, well, that word, through, and they always say through, like it's like they'll say living, then the word I can't think of, and then through, vicariously. Yes, everyone will say, well, he's living vicariously through your action. You know, it's like they'll tell you, they'll only say it in a way that lets you know what that word means. It's like, then don't say vicariously. Like, the word means that shit. I don't know. Who is she? Why does she treat you with such respect? She is of the people. Her markings tell of one who has walked the path from limbo and has been made to not know our ancestral home. Her markings tell all Githzerai to render her assistance, and tell the Githzerai that she is still of the people. Her reverence for me is the reverence shown to all Zerth. Very well, Calera. I have some questions for you. Thank you, Morg, for telling me the word that I was thinking of. And I'm just sort of ranting about a thing that bugs me in my head. Like, obviously I don't judge people that use it, like, because a lot of people do that. Like, it's fine. Just a thing that's like when people don't signal when they're driving. Oh, motherfuckers. Tell me what this device does. Our device spouts forth a certain type of magical fire that harms even those resistant to ordinary fire. We are working on applications that might even get around a creature's magical resistance. What other applications might it have? Aside from its weapon values, it could be used as an excellent mining device. If tuned properly, it could harvest whole swaths of forest or fields of grain. It could harden a shell of Limbo's material for a time. We have even tried lesser applications of the technology there, or even be used as propulsion across the spheres of Carceri. Its uses are limited by one's imagination. It is not purely a weapon of destruction. Interesting. Who has contracted for this device? Though I did not take part in the negotiations, I believe that it was the Badazu who have procured our services. The token you wear will grant you some measure of diplomatic immunity to Badazu you may meet. I'm sure that will be useful. Answer some other questions for me if you would. What can you tell me of the engineers? She scowls, adding several creases to her scarred face. Speak to one of my smiths if you would know of the engineers. No kind words for the engineers will you hear from me. Why not? Why? Because they do not seem to share a love for this project as do their comrades. Because they are dreamers and do none of the action themselves. Because ultimately, I do not trust that their intentions mean well for us, but instead benefit them and them alone. I see. Nothing now. Farewell. Huh. There's a guard, weapons worker. I think these are all weapons workers. Yeah, there's no engineers in here that I can see. The nozzle of the cannon fairly radiates magical energy. Oh, wow. Can I use it? Put your back into it, man. This enormous device thrums with power. It looks like a gigantic flower, created, not grown, and adorned with metal bulbs and flanges. A bewildering array of knobs, gauges, and vents baffle your eye. It seems it, Ralph. Play with the controls. You don't seem to have any success in changing anything right now. The cannon? Huh. Huh. Well, I was hoping I would fucking kill that guy. Just as a goof. I killed him as a goof! These are the firing levers for the cannon. Hmm.
Done.
Hey, Grace. Get back in here.
Would you like me to travel with you again?
Yes, if you're up for it.
It would be my pleasure.
Let's go. Let's go, Grace.
Do you want to put me in your inventory?
That's one I've never heard, Mort. You know what that cannon reminds me of, though, is the cannon that evil wizard in the Modron Cube fired at me. Let's go back in here and see, now that I'm a godsman, if there's anything different with a guy that kind of remembers me. Hell yeah, Lou! I had to play real-ass D&D yesterday, so I was streaming today. Perfect. Exactly, Ralph. See how dead on I was? I'm here to pick up an item. Yes. Such just stupid. All right. Well, I don't know what else I would do here, but this token seems worthwhile. It's at a friend's house. And other than that friend, and kind of like one of his friends I think I'd met once before, I didn't know anybody else. Most of them seem to be coworkers of his. But yeah, 5th edition. How do you pronounce that, Lou? Is that Raf? Or Rag? Pizza Fortress always calls him Rag, which kind of bothers me emotionally. A wrecked house. Everything is the, except a wrecked house. It's not a siege tower, but this is a wrecked house. How are you doing, Lou? I'm not sure. Just typed it. Okay. So sort of like the same way Ralph intended it, where it was not meant to be said out loud. It's just Ralph Gar backwards. Perfect. Oh, yeah, right. I can't, like, go to Carceri, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, you just can't. It's cool it puts them on the map. It not. Clerk's Ward. Let's become a sensate. What are you freaks doing?
Gone.
Rafplar. Rafplar. Okay. I can call you Raf if you want. Hell yeah, dude. Anything, any good beers?
All right.
Oh, wait. I would talk to Grace to be a sensei, right? Well, shit, I didn't have to go here. But, you know, this is where you'd go. Let's do it. Let's do it here.
Yes.
Sounds good. Imbibe makes good stuff. Any sequence of syllables. I don't know, Ralph. That's pretty wide open. I could just about call you anything. Just about. Some words I literally can't make with my mouth. Are those words, though? Maybe. Can you tell me what you know about the sensates? Could I join the sensates? To join the sensates, one needs only be a student of life. I meant I was interested in joining their faction. No gestures? Well, I'm out. I don't want to call you anything. I meant I was...
Updated my journal.
Of course. Forgive my teasing. If you wish to join the sensates, I would inquire at the Civic Fest Hall. Someone there should be able to help you. Very well. You know what? We've got like 20 minutes left. I think it's time to read another entry in Dakon's fucking puzzle disc. Ravel called you a slave. What did she mean? The hag. She knows nothing. Dakon's blade ripples and you watch as the edges become grayed and dulled. His face clenches and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will to speak of this. I want to hear you speak of it. In fact, Ravel said a number of things in that conversation which interested me. Know that your will is my will. When you speak, know I must hear you. Know that your words may stay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. What? But why? Dakon seems to look through you as if meeting your gaze is unbearable. Your path is my path. I'm chained to you. You're my slave? At the word slave, Dakon's face collapses in pain as if he was struck. It is as if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. But why, Dakon? Know it is a long tale, and know that nothing is gained in the telling. I would hear it.
Updated my journal.
The people do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another in deed or chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves, even if it means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In so doing, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself. Know that I surrendered my word and myself to act in your name until your death. But I can't die. That was not known to this one. I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. Know that there is now nothing left that I may surrender except my life. Know now that I follow you only so I might die. Such a shit. So this other me exacted a promise from you to serve him until he died, and you didn't know he was immortal? Excellent. Let's move on, slave. What was the service I gave you that chained you? You saved this one's life. In exchange, your life became mine. How did I save your life? Upon the rolling plain of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Dakon raises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. Go on. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. As Dakon speaks, the edges of the blade corrode slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. I understand. Go on. Long have I known the words of Zerthamon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthamon. The Zerth protect the community from all threats, whether to the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke the words of Zerthamon without knowing the words of Zerthamon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. So you doubted the words? No. Dakon's voice is edged and his blade sharpens in response. I knew the words, yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words of Zerthamon as Zerthamon knew them, and so division formed. As my mind became as two, as my mind became divided, those that looked to me as a guiding stone became divided. Many scores of Githzerai, many hundreds of scores of Githzerai, doubted. Shrachtlor died that day. So, those that followed you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zerthamon came. Know that their hatred of his words and the people lent their blades strength. Know that they sensed the weakened city, and they brought war with them. Many Githzerai drowned in the chaos and beneath the blades of our enemies. Small beads of metal appear on the surface of the blade, as if it is blistering. Know this happened long ago. What happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shrachtlor, know that myself was broken. My blade was missed, my mind divided. I was adrift upon Limbo's seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division. When death finally came to me, it wore your skin and it had your voice. Me? You ask that I hear you. As Dakon says the words, your vision bleeds outwards and a crawling sensation begins to worm its way up through the back of your skull. You feel nauseous for a moment, and your vision is suddenly as chaos, smeared, twisted, and you are someplace else, someplace in the past. I wonder if you can play this game and never get your memories back, like purposefully. I guess you could have a run like that, right? Surrender to the memory. Excuse me. Everything around you is in turmoil. Your vision is hazy, swirling, dizzying, all at once. There is mist, pockets of fire, islands of mud, stone, and ice-covered rocks swimming through the plain like fish, impacting and dissolving droplets of water arcing through the howling air and lashing your skin like teeth. You choke back your nausea and you steady yourself. This is the plane of limbo. All is chaos, nothing is stable. You focus on the dying man that lies before you. It is why you have come to this place. Examine the Zerth, see if he still lives. The man is a Githzerai, his body embedded in an earthen pocket that swirls around him. Unconsciously, he has formed a grave from the elements, and though bits of fire and water lick at his face, he does not respond. His hands are ashen, his coal-black eyes focusing on nothing. His emaciated frame speaks of starvation, but you know it is the least of his wounds. It is faith that dealt him the mortal blow. Look for the blade he carries. In his limp left hand is a twisted mass of metal, its surface having melted around his hand like a gauntlet. As you watch, it steams and hisses like a diseased snake. Steams? The Githzerai does not seem to be aware of it, but it is that weapon that has brought you here. Dakon, Zerth of Shrachtlor Drowning, last wielder of the Karok blade, know that I have come to you with the words of Zerthamon, carved not in chaos but in stone, carved by the will in an unbroken circle. At the word Zerthamon, Dakon's eyes roll in their sockets, and they attempt to focus upon you. With effort, he cracks his mouth to speak, but only a dry hiss emerges. You bring forth the stone from your pack and hold it before him so he can see. Know that the words of Zerthamon inscribed upon this stone are true, and know that your divided mind need be divided no longer. All you must do is take the stone, and you shall know yourself again. Dakon's eyes flicker over the unbroken circle of Zerthamon, and for a moment you think he might be too close to death to recognize it. Then the right hand twitches, and he pulls it slowly from its earthen prison. The clumps of earth streaming off it become water in Limbo's chaotic winds. His skeletal hands clutch the stone, like a drowning man, and his eyes flash. Know that I have saved your life, Dakon, Zerth of Shrachtlor. There we go, Shrachtlor. That's a word, man. Dakon's eyes turn from the stone and flicker over you, and he hisses again, too dry for a moment to muster the words. He blinks slowly, then speaks, his voice barely above a whisper. But the words are what you wanted to hear. My life is yours until yours is no more. Oh, and no memory. Okay, that makes sense. I just find it interesting that they give you that option to like shake off the memory. So I bet you could go through like not wanting to have some of those memories come back. But a no memory run doesn't sound possible. Dakan is silent. I heard your words. The chaos in my mind became still. I knew myself again. So you got the circle from me.
Updated my journal.
Yes, in knowing its words, I knew myself. Sorry, I had to open a soda. Had to crack a cold one. Very well. There are other things I would know. I will hear you. You said I gave you the Circle of Zerthamon, Dakan. How did you come to be my dead? Okay, this is what I wanted to try. Dakan, it doesn't have to be that way. I can release you. I no longer wish you to be a slave. Consider the debt paid. No. Dakan's forehead creases in pain and his eyes stare through you. It is not your word that carries the weight, and your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. Is there any way you can be freed? You must die a final death, yet your path is not death's path. There is no resolution to this matter. I swear I will find one, Dakan. I will find one that sets you free.
Updated my journal.
Dakan's voice becomes ragged, as if he has suddenly become sick. No, you have added other words to my words. Now you have chained us both. Man, these vows that I've been making are more important to Dakan than they are to me. I've just been vowing my ass all over the place. Oh, I was looking at my hand. I was like, is that... What was red? It was my palm from resting right in front of the mouse. I see. There are other things I would know. He's hyper lawful. When he goes to the nugget, he gets the lawful. Sorry, that was a fucking Reno joke. So, feel free to tune out. You've earned it. Yeah, Boo is right. It's a hyper-regional. Okay. Can I talk to you about your teachings? I wish to give no... I have read the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. I wanted to speak to you more about the way of Zerthamon. What did you come to know? I'm still thinking over... Okay. So I need to read it again. Reread the third circle? Unlock the fourth circle. Okay, here we go. You slide the plates into the configuration Dakan showed you, and a new ring is revealed. The ring carries the same script as you read before, with the same geometries. You know the symbols, and you know you can read them. Let's read it. Know that the rising of the people against the Illithid was a thing built upon many 10 turnings of labor. Many of the people were gathered and taught in secret the ways of defeating their Illithid masters. They were taught to shield their minds and use them as weapons. They were taught the scripture of steel, and most importantly, they were given the knowing of freedom. Some of the people learned the nature of freedom and took it into their hearts. The knowing gave them strength. Others feared freedom and kept silent. But there were those that knew freedom and knew slavery, and it was their choice that the people remained chained. One of these was Vilquar. Vilquar saw no freedom in the rising, but opportunity. He saw that the Illithid had spawned across many of the false worlds. Their worlds numbered so many that their vision was turned only outwards, to all they did not already touch. Vilquar's eyes saw that much took place that the Illithid did not see. To the rising, the Illithid were blinded. Vilquar came before his master, the Illithid Zigitaris, with the knowing of the rising. Vilquar added to his chains and offered to be their eyes against the rising. In exchange, Vilquar asked that he be rewarded for his service. The Illithid agreed to his contract. At the bonding of the contract, a dark time occurred. Many were the betrayals Vilquar committed, and many were the people that the Illithids fed upon to stem the rising. It seemed that the rising would die before it could occur, and the Illithid were pleased with Vilquar's eye. Excuse me. It was near the end of this dark time when Zerthamon came to know Vilquar's treacheries. In knowing Vilquar's eye, Zerthamon forced the rising to silence itself, so that Vilquar might think at last his treacheries had succeeded and the rising had fallen. Zerthamon forced the rising to silence itself. Okay. He knew that Vilquar's eye was filled only with the reward he had been promised. He would see what he wished to see. With greed beating in his heart, Vilquar came upon the Illithid Zigitaris and spoke to his master of his success. He said that the rising had fallen, and the Illithids were safe to turn their eyes outwards once more. He praised their wisdom in using Vilquar's eye, and he asked them for his reward. In his blindness, that's greed multiplied by blindness, Vilquar had forgotten the knowing of why the people had sought freedom. He had lost the knowing of what slavery meant. He had forgotten what his Illithid masters saw when they looked upon him. And so Vilquar's betrayal of the people was ended with another betrayal. Vilquar came to know that when Vilquar's eye had nothing left to see, Vilquar's eye was useless. The Illithid gave to Vilquar his reward, opening the cavity of his skull and devouring his brain. Vilquar's corpse was cast upon the fields of husks so its blood might water the poison-stemmed grasses. That's the most metal 2 sentences I think I've ever read. So fucking metal. Fields of husks? So its blood might water the poison-stemmed grasses. God damn. Alright.
What is your will?
There are things I would know, Takan. I have read the Unbroken Circle. What did you come to know? When one chooses to see only what is before them, they see only a part of the whole. They are blind. And just as Vilquar was blinded by his promised reward, so were the Illithids blinded to the true rising. For when they heard Vilquar's words, they turned their sight outwards again, didn't they? And the rising was free to strike. Chooses to see without knowing. This long one feels too wordy. I don't know, Ralph. There must be. Like, your conceiving of that means it exists now in one of the planes. In Sigil, literally. Okay, I guess it was the wordy one. Know that you speak truly. Vilquar's eye blinded both Vilquar and the Illithids. The tentacled ones thought the rising to be no more. When the rising occurred, the ground drank deep of Illithid blood. So was victory born from treachery. It is a curious lesson. Why would it be part of the teachings of Zerthamon? Takan's blade bleeds into a dead, night black, and his voice deepens. For a moment you think he's angry, but you're not so sure. There is much about the way of Zerthamon and his path that is difficult to know. Yeah, done. Yeah, we should go on a limbo shopping trip. It's way better than Target. Do you know why Vilquar's eye is part of the way of Zerthamon? It is part of the telling of how our people came to know freedom. It lets us know that there are those, even among the people, who are not of the people, and that even in the greatest treachery, a greater knowing may be achieved. Very well. You have come to know the fourth circle of Zerthamon. He takes the circle, and with a deft motion he twists one of the links so one of the plates slides forth. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon its teachings, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. I would know more of the way of Zerthamon. Dakon's fingers feel around the edges of the stone circle and he twists it clockwise, the links clicking until they have settled into a new configuration. He then reverses the motion, resetting the stone. The next circle of Zerthamon is open to you. Study it, then I will hear your words. I will read the next circle then. In the meantime, I had other things I would know. Ah, very well. I will read it, then speak with you again. Cool. What did he give me? He gave me the fourth circle? Ooh, Vilquar's Eye. Fourth circle. Know that the rising of the people against Illithid was a thing built upon many 10 turnings. Alright, this is wordy. You succeeded in learning the spell. Where is it? Is it not high? It's level 1? Vilquar's Eye is branded upon the one who is foolish enough to cross the caster. Vilquar's short-sightedness becomes the target's vision, and soon the world is muddled and dark. If the targeted creature fails its saving throw, at -1 penalty, the creature will be struck with blindness and suffer a -4 penalty to its attack rolls and a +4 penalty to the target's AC. That sounds good. Cool. Well, friends, I'm actually really glad I went in here because I love the music in this place. The brothel of slating intellectual lusts. My favorite brothel on the Citadel. Alright, quick save. We're going to join the Sensates next time. And then there are other factions. Let's keep opening up the tabs I closed. Nope, that one's Steam. That one's too old. Dead contract, joining the faction. Oh well, I'll look it up next time. I was going to try and find all the factions I could join. Dayanara's theme is also great. Good call, Agnes. Alright. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'll keep doing these faction quests. I don't know if they're going to level anybody up, even, because I'm high enough level. I really don't know what I can do other than grind to maybe get high enough level to beat that evil wizard. But maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way to do it, like, if I'm just tactical enough. I mean, I could just buy, like, 100 healing items. I still have 20,000 copper. I could always cheat, too. I could always lower the difficulty, which technically isn't cheating. But that's, like, spirit cheating. Sorry, I didn't... Stupid knees. Also, this desk is, like, not built for a person that's tall like me. Alright. So, thanks for joining me on Sunday. I know it's a little uncommon. Jeez, these knees hit everything. Archives are always up on YouTube, youtube.com/DarinIsAwesome. What else? That's it. I'm on Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter, Darin Is Awesome. If you want to hear me tell bad jokes and get too energetic at the gym in the morning and just tweet dumb shit I think of. Thank you, Agnes. Of course. I will be back Tuesday. That's a couple days. You know how the days of the week work, but I'll be here probably around 3 p.m. Pacific, if not like 3:15. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining me. I'm gone.